people ran out of food again. Now, where were they? Were they amongst a lot of Jews? No. These were Gentiles, mainly. They had some Jews there, but they were mainly Gentiles that were showing up at this time. And the people ran out of food again. Jesus called his disciples to him. Now remember, in the feeding of the 5,000, the disciples came to Jesus and said, it's late in the day, send him away. This time Jesus calls his disciples to him, and he says, the people have been here. I feel sorry for these people, verse 2. They have been here with me for 3 days, and they have nothing left to eat. If I send them home hungry, they will faint along the way, for some of them have come a long distance. Now his disciples, great is their faith, in this next verse. His disciples replied, how are we supposed to find enough food to feed them out here in the wilderness? How can we do that? And Jesus is probably sitting there going, oh man, you guys are thick. I mean, really thick. Okay, we're going to do this again. Jesus asked, how much bread do you have? Well, we have 7 loaves, they replied. And then Jesus said, okay, well, bring them here to me. Have the people sit down on the, in verse 6 it says, sit down on the what? Ground. Oh. Was it grass? Remember? Before they sat where? On the green grass. Now they're sitting on the ground. You see, in Palestine, it's a lot like Tucson, Arizona. I know Tucson, okay? Tucson has what they call a 6 weeks grass. And right about March, April-ish, in there, the rains come and it starts to green up. Everything is just beautiful green everywhere. It's gorgeous. And in spring, you get the poppies coming out. And if you go to Picacho Peak, they have poppies. I mean, it's almost the whole mountain up there is just kind of an orange color from the poppies that are there. Just beautiful. You, the people that live in beauty here, just have no concept of how beautiful that is when you've got nothing but desert brown for months and months and months, and suddenly, boom, there's flowers. Everywhere there's flowers, and it's beautiful. And there's this, what they call 6 weeks grass. And it's not too bad. You can sit on it, you can lay on it, it's really nice stuff. But that's why it's only 6 weeks, because in 6 weeks it's brown and ugly just like the desert, and it goes back to the way it was before. And so you sit on it and you get, no, it kind of sticks in your pants and it doesn't feel very good. And if you walk through the stuff, it takes you forever to peel all the little seeds and stickers out of your pant legs and out of your socks and your shoes and stuff. That's why the cowboys wear cowboy boots. There's no laces anywhere. You don't have to worry about it. And it works out great. You never get it down in your socks or anything. It's great. So if you ever go there and you're walking around in the June time, in June it's really nice and warm in Tucson. Well, it's warm for them. It's only 100 degrees. They get up to 110. I lived there one time, and for 30 days, more than 30 days straight, it was 110 degrees or more. Now, you guys have no concept of what heat is. I mean, it gets up to 90 degrees here. You guys are perspiring and dying, you know. Of course, when it comes to cold, they have no concept on that either. When it gets down to 32, they're wearing parkas, okay? They just froze. They're solid in ice at that point. You'd swear they were just dying, okay? It gets down to 65. Unless it's in the middle of the summer. Of course, it's funny because they set their thermostats for 65 in the summer to stay cool. But they set their thermostats to 85 in the wintertime because they're cold. I never did figure that out. It's okay. But this 6 weeks grass was there. They were then on the ground. So it had to be a different thing. One place they're in the grass, now they're on the ground. The first place they were only there for a day. This one they had been there for 3 days. You're listening. Good for you. You're hired. As my stepson would say, you get an A. Okay? So now you get an A. And they were on the ground here. 3 days. And then he says, he took the 7 loaves, thanked God for them, and broke them into pieces. He gave them to his disciples, who distributed the bread to the crowd. Verse 7. A few small fish were found too, so Jesus also blessed these and told the disciples to distribute them. They ate as much as they wanted. Afterward, the disciples picked up 7. How many? 7. What kind of baskets were they?